This is The Space Shot, episode 158 for October 19th, 2017. Various and Sundry. Hey everyone, welcome to The Space Shot, your daily space history, pop culture, and news fix. I'm John Molnix. I have a few news items for today, then I'll dive into talking about some of the things I've been reading over the past week. First off, the next orbital ATK Cygnus commercial cargo resupply craft has been named in honor of Gene Cernan, the last man to walk on the moon as part of the Apollo 17 mission. The SS Cernan is due to launch no earlier than November 11th from the mid-Atlantic spaceport at Wallops Island, Virginia. A few days ago, SpaceX announced the addition of a mysterious Zuma mission to their launch manifest. The payload isn't confirmed, but according to a NASA Spaceflight.com article, Northrop Grumman is the payload provider for this flight. The Zuma launch will use the new Falcon 9 core originally meant for the CRS-13 mission to the International Space Station. The article continues by detailing how NASA's technical review concluded that, quote, nothing from a technical or engineering standpoint would stop a future CRS mission from launching on a once-flown Falcon 9 booster that lofted a payload to low Earth orbit. The final approval for the use of a flight-proven booster during the commercial resupply mission will come in early November. SpaceX also has a launch for Iridium on the manifest for the remainder of the year, so the concluding months of 2017 are going to be a busy time for SpaceX in both Florida and California. The Iridium 4 launch will use a flight-proven booster, potentially the Falcon 9 that was used to launch the Iridium Next 2 satellites back in June of this year. SpaceX is making strides towards reusability and are currently the only provider able to reuse boosters for their flights. It's going to be an even more interesting time in spaceflight history once Blue Origin starts flying their New Shepard and New Glenn rockets, which are designed for reusability as well. Lastly, for the news, Elon Musk held a Reddit AMA on October 14th, where he shared the details on the BFR, or Big Falcon, rocket concept. Jeff Faust with SpaceNews.com has a rundown of the AMA, and that article, along with all of the others I've mentioned today, will be in the show notes. As I've mentioned before, I've been catching up on some fun and serious reading the past week. I finally finished Book 3 of the Expanse series over the weekend, Abaddon's Gate, and so far it's my favorite of the series. I've also caught up on some other fictional works. I've always been a fan of Vince Flynn and have been happy with how Kyle Mills has taken over for writing the series after Vince passed away a few years ago. I also saw the movie American Assassin, which is based on the Mitch Rapp books, and while it deviates from that original book in a number of respects, I thought it was overall pretty enjoyable. Michael Keaton's casting as Stan Hurley is a great choice. Where they go with the movie versions of Mitch Rapp and Irene Kennedy isn't really known yet, but I'm hopeful they develop these characters further. The bond between Kennedy and Rapp is one of the reasons I love reading those books, so hopefully that relationship is developed in future movies, if there are any. I've also been making my way through Aristotle's Poetics. So far I'm enjoying it, and it's been a nice change of pace from my other readings. As always, the show notes have more information on today's episode. Be sure to connect with me on Instagram and Twitter. Find me at John Molnix. I'm always up to chat. You can also connect with me on Facebook. Just search The Space Shot or click the link in the show notes. Let me know what you think of the podcast by leaving a review in iTunes. It takes just a minute to do that, and it makes a huge difference because it helps even more people find the show. I'd also appreciate it if you could share The Space Shot with your friends and family and anyone else that enjoys podcasts. Tomorrow we go to space with Columbia and Venera 9. I'm John Molnix, and I'll catch you on the flip side.